All right, welcome everybody. Just going to give a minute for everybody to find this, and we'll get started. All right, welcome to all the new people. I see a lot of new names. Thanks very much for joining. Some loyal people on here too that I've seen in every break. I'm new. This is like my, let's see, eighth break. But we've been doing real good so far. We'll be breaking 6 boxes. That's a half case of 2017 Diamond Kings. We broke this case open a few days ago. And these are whatever 6 boxes remain in here. And then I still have another, like a master case has 2 of these in it. So I have 3 more cases left. So another 6 breaks after this. 2, 4, 6, yep. So there they are. We're going to take them out. The first 6, you know, the Cardinals did good. I think the Indians did all right, but nothing like crazy in there. So I'm hoping that these 6 boxes really have something good in there. Should be some kind of case in here. Because all in all, the first 6 boxes, I would say, weren't that good. You know, I even gave a little extra bonus at the end. All the hitless teams are going to receive a hit from, I call it Nick's Vault. It's a bunch of autos and relics from my own collection. Been getting a lot of letters from people, a lot of emails saying how much they enjoy that and how it's nice to, some people hit better in that than the actual break, so. And then I got some new stuff. I'm going to throw in some break credit in there with a couple spots. A couple of the hits have another bonus attached to it, like some refractors and stuff. You'll see at the end. Okay. So let's see. Alright, looks like a lot of people found it. What's up, Michael? Nice to see you in the chat. Alright, these are your teams. I'm not into the typing too much, so, you know, I take the list out, but then I put the names in Sharpie. Alright, let's do that again. You know, for those of you new, if you're not happy with your hits in the break, or you know, if you collect a particular team, you got a hometown PC. Here, I'll just do that real quick again. If anybody joined, send me a message. I have a huge collection, and I'll make you a nice package of your team. Not just base cards and stuff. I'll give you like nice rookie cards and inserts, parallels. If I could find another hit or relic for you, I will. I want everybody to have fun and not feel like they lost out on anything. So just have fun. You know, if you don't do good, don't worry. Send me a message. I'll hook something up for you. All right. It's my little artwork. Wanted to show that off. That was that 90s graffiti era I went through. Let's get rid of that. All right, we got a lot of people watching. Awesome. Very good turnout. Thank you all very much for bidding. For those of you that don't know, that's like my PC collection there. It's stacked, you know. That whole thing is full, and I have other areas of, you know, like attic and closet that I have even more stuff. A lot of my older stuff, some basketball stuff. This is mostly baseball here, though. You know, we got all our supplies. That's it, and you guys have a lot of cool stuff to look at in the background here. You know, the little Knick Snack studio here. We got some junk era wallpaper for you. Alright, we're going to get this started. Good luck to everybody. Okay, let's put this here. It blocks the display, but there's still some other stuff for you to look at. Okay. Alright, so all the hit list teams will go into Nick's vault, so I'm going to check them off as I go, or I'll double check it before we start. And let's get started. Make sure nobody had trouble finding this. Okay, we're good. And this has a lot of older teams. Sometimes, you know, we're all confused if it's a Cub or a White Sox or a Yankee or a Giant or a Met. But I'm real OCD when I do the sorting, and I have a website that'll, you know, break it all down for me, so everybody will get the right cards, even if we can't figure it out during the break. All right, 2 hits per box on average. You know, there's good potential in here. Some, you know, a lot of Yankee legends and cut autos. Who knows what we could get. All right, good luck, y'all. Let's open them all up, and then we'll go through them. All right, we got our good luck yellow submarine with the money hat. Last break we had Donruss, the regular Donruss. You know, it's silly. I whipped these 2 things out, and I pulled a Bryce Harper patch, numbered to 5, from my boy Shane, who's probably watching. He's been with us since the beginning. So, you know, don't knock the little good luck charms. I'm going to keep it out. Hopefully we get something big. And very careful with the cards. You know, condition is everything in this business. You know, you got to keep them clean and safe. Well, let's see. You got to be able to see where I'm putting the cards. There we go. Hey, Kevin. Saying what's up to Shane. Awesome. Well, I'm a true card fanatic. I love doing this stuff. This is so enjoyable. You know, I love all sports, but baseball is my number one by far. Oh, there's Shane. What's up, Shane? For those of you that joined the Donruss break, all your stuff is packed, shipping label. You know, it got dropped off Saturday. It probably won't be scanned in. There's like a drop area where I leave them, and I guess when they get there Monday morning, they'll scan them in and send them towards you guys. Weekend's a little tough with the Sunday. All right, last pack. All right, I really hope there's some good stuff here. Okay. All right, we're gonna feather dust this. Yep, I do about the feather dust from time to time. Keep it clean. All right, let's start looking through these. Good luck again. Let's see what we're viewing. Keep these cards right by Doc and Daryl over there. Yeah, I hope this half is better. I mean, there were 2 Aledmus Diaz autos, so the Cardinals did all right. Let's see the camera view. Very good. All right. So just Lou Gehrig, Altuve, dummy card. Corey Kluber Originals. All right, we got a backwards Kirby Puckett. It's probably a photo variation, yep. Aurora John Lester. Ooh, we got some kind of Babe Ruth here. I hope this is good. Wow, I'm like scared to turn it over. Who's got the Yankees? Oh, Steve, you've had the Yankees in almost every break. I hope this is something good for you. I mean, it's probably just a frame, but it's Babe Ruth. Let's see. Okay, it's a Babe Ruth frame. I was hoping it was a cut or something for you. Nice frame, Babe Ruth. Oh, wow. It's like a false alarm. Eddie Murray Heritage Collection. All right, we got a backwards Ernie Banks here. It's probably a photo variation. Yep, Ernie Banks photo. You know what? I'm going to keep the framed and the photo variation separate. So we sleeve those up. Tony Gwynn Originals. Chris Bryant Originals. All right, we got let's see, some kind of Cole Hamels coming up. Cole Hamels frame. That's for the Rangers. All right, we got a Pee Wee Reese photo variation, Brooklyn Dodgers, LA Dodgers now. Jose Altuve, Aurora. All right, Joe DiMaggio, memorable moment. I think we got a hit coming up. All right, we got a Christian Yelich Bat Kings. There it is, number /99 for the Miami Marlins, right? Yes. Why would I even check? I know that. All right, 61 out of 99. First hit going to the Marlins. Pirate 2108. Yo, knew I was just talking to you. Congrats, you got a little hit there. Any hit with the Marlins is good, you know. Get him for a good price. And Yelich is a good player. See how he does this year. Last year he tore it up. All right, let's see which top loaders we got. Yep, that's perfect. All right, congrats, Pirate. Pirate 2108. All right, we got a Jackie Robinson photo variation. Tony Gwynn Heritage Collection. That's all the different insert sets they got in there. All right, we got Steven Strasburg for the Nats, framed card, not numbered. There are some numbered ones, so you get a low number on a frame, that could be nice. And that's it. And the last stack of box one. Should be another hit in here. Freddie Freeman Originals. It's for the Braves. All right, we got a Yoan Moncada something. This looks nice. This might be a good start here. Unless it's a frame. Ah, very nice. Wow, Boston Red Sox, 44 out of 49. Double relic autograph of the number one prospect coming into this year. Wow, very nice. Who's that? Is that Sox Bears? Let's see, Red Sox. Yep, Sox Bears #1. Congrats on that. Very nice start right now. This makes me feel good now. That beats everything from the last break, so it's a good sign. Wow. You know, they're comparing him to like a Robinson Cano type, you know, a power second baseman. So I would hold on to that for a little. All right, congrats, my man. Nice start. All right, Bill Dickey photo variation. John Lester Aurora. Look at that, Babe and Joe. This is what Diamond Kings is all about here. All right, we got a red frame, first red frame. Jake Thompson for the Philadelphia Phillies, 47 out of 99. Nice little frame. Let's load that up. You know, I need numbered frames. I'm going to top load for you. Let's see, just super thick top loader. All right, for the Phillies. That won't count as a hit, obviously, but just put it in the top loader. All right, Jackie Robinson memorable moments. All right, we got a Lloyd Wayner frame for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Josh Bell rookie card, Sam Musial photo variation for the Cards. Rod Carew Heritage Collection, and that is it. Good box. A little Young Moncada action. All right, I'm going to keep that submarine out in the hat. My awesome box cutter here. Titanium. Honestly, the best box cutter. It's made by Scotch. They make Scotch tape. And, if you ever need a box cutter, I would go with that. Oh, my daughter's in the chat room. Hello, Angelica. El Magica Fox. My daughter's in 9th grade. I guess she's spying on me. Just want to keep these cards so you guys see them. There we go, right next to Pac-Man. Oh, I've been so busy. Trying to watch the Mets game, you know. I remember the intro I was listening to, and then I got caught up. So if anybody knows what happened with the Mets, you can throw it up in the chat. My brother went to the game yesterday. It was raining, and Washington killed them yesterday. They got our number this year so far. And Harper's playing real good. And Murphy's coming back to bite us. But I wasn't mad when they didn't sign Murphy. I was happy with Walker, you know. A lot safer with the glove. Nowhere near the hitter, though. But All right, box 2. Good luck. Once again, if anybody wants anything for their PC, shoot me a message and I will hook you up. I usually, with first class mail, I can ship like up to a pound. So I usually stuff it pretty good, you know, to a safe weighing point, as much as I could stuff in there. And like I said, you will not get junk, you know. Some of you just like to get the hits. I understand. Some people like collecting, putting together sets. Alright, we'll have that one ready. Alright, good luck. The Mets lost 6-3. Thanks for the score, John. It's a long season, though. I don't get worried about a game. But the Nats swept us. Alright, Lefty Gomez frame. New York Yankees. And if it does end up being a New York Giant or something, I'll find out when I'm packing it. You know, I always check the checklist. But I'm pretty sure Lefty Gomez is a Yank. These two seem to come together. You know, Ryan Healy, Chad Pinder for the Athletics. I always see those rookie cards like one after another. All right, Nolan Ryan Heritage Collection. Ooh, artist proof Ernie Banks. Here's a nice short print for the Chicago Cubs. Their Hall of Famer. Here, let's show you the number on that. 84 out of 99. Alright, where's my top loaders? You know, there's like 6 or 7 different size top loaders. Alright, congrats to the Cubs. Not a hit, but nice short print. Alright, we got a Mike Trout variation for the Angels. Pretty sure Shane grabbed that spot. Ooh, no, Sox Bears #1 grabbed that spot. Alright, Dave Winfield Originals. Alright, we got Addison Russell red frame. This is nice. Chicago Cubs. For the World Series champion, Chicago Cubs. Alright, I got a good feeling we're going to pull some nice hits today. I really do. Alright, nice short print for the Cubbies. For MDDG CAG. Nolan Ryan, memorable moments. Joey Votto Aurora for the Reds. Alright, we got a Christian Yelich frame, not numbered, for the Marlins. That'll go along with that relic we got of Yelich. Alright, Corey Kluber photo variation for the Indians. Roberto Clemente memorable moments. Somebody won in Nick's Vault, that thing we do at the end for the hitless teams. Somebody won a 1969 Roberto Clemente card out of my collection. You know, really not mint, but it was in nice shape. Nice little bonus. Dansby Swanson rookie card. You know, I usually sleeve up the star rookies after. Ken Griffey Jr. Heritage Collection. Alright, Rugi Odor frame, not numbered, Texas Rangers. Yep, you got the cards and the Nats. Hopefully you do good with the Nats. Alright, Daniel Murphy photo variation, Washington Nats. Al Kaline, Detroit Tigers Heritage Collection. Mike Schmidt Originals. It's for the Phillies. Alright, we got a Madison Bumgarner photo variation for the Giants. Jonathan Villar for Milwaukee Brewers Aurora. Alright, ooh, what do we got here? Nick Gordon, he was a talked about prospect. Minnesota Twins, Nick Gordon, double relic. That's going to Matt Vinzo 4. Congrats on that. You know, he was a top draft pick, top prospect. I haven't heard his name in a while. And I'm pretty sure it's not his rookie year. I didn't see any rookie cards of his yet. I could be wrong though. But they had big hopes for this guy. Let's see what happens. Nick Gordon. Congrats, Matt. So let's see. Twins are on the board. Twins, the Red Sox got that Moncada. And we got the Yelich bat piece for the Marlins. Alright, so there should be another hit in here. Alright. Got a Chris Bryant photo variation, Chicago Cubs. Rick Porcello Originals. Alright, a framed Gabby Hartnett. Not sure if that's a Cub or White Sox. I will find out though. I should remember from the last break. Alright, what's the hit going to be? Right there. Ooh. I see a big name. Let's see what we got here. And we didn't pull ink yet. Could this be the case? Wow. Dansby Swanson for the Atlanta Braves. 270 out of 299. Wow, really good. Half case so far. Out of 2 boxes, we got a Moncada and a Swanson. Moncada was a little lower numbered. I think that was to 49. This is a 299, but very nice. #1 draft pick. Don't know why Arizona traded him. You know, and I see a little red on the jersey there. I don't know if that's blood or who knows. Something. He did something there. Alright, so let's get that in protection. Oh, Jenna, let's pull you a nice Reds hit. Let's get you like a Johnny Bench auto or something. Cut sig. If they even have that in this product. Red Sox do have a good team, Mike. Surprised last year they didn't make a better run. And they're fun to watch. I'm a Mets fan, but I love watching the Red Sox play too. The Killer Bees. Chris Sale. Alright, congrats. Very nice hit for the Braves. That goes out to Paul's Collection 4. Congrats, Paul. I've seen you in the breaks before, I believe. Thanks for joining again. Alright, Alex Reyes photo variation for the Cards. Josh Donaldson Aurora. And that's the end of box 2. Alright, box 3. Oh, I already cut that one. That was weird. They have these things packed so tight. But at least it's not like Spectra where they stuff the cards inside the box and it's like impossible to get out. Alright. Alright, so the Braves and the Red Sox doing real good so far. Let's get some other teams going. Let's put that away. I noticed last year these cards had like a little smell to them, kind of like a fresh paint smell. It's the way they do the printing, I guess. But if you just love cards and you know, the artwork and the design, these are nice looking. You know, the base I don't think have much value to them. This is all about the hits. Well, that's a nice fat pack right there. Alright, I'm going to attempt to go a little faster. You know, I tend to go a little slower and try to enjoy the cards, but I won't go too fast, but I'll speed it up a little. You know, I'm still fairly new, doing this a couple weeks. I'll figure out what everybody likes if they, you know, I've been making a couple of really long videos. At the end, you know, the vault could take a little while, like a half hour or something. But, you know, I upload everything to YouTube like everyone else does. And I'll usually put the recap time on the bottom. I'll post a comment. So go right to the recap, then go fast forward to the end. Alright, let's get rid of some of this base. All cards do ship, so just have my little sorting tray for the base cards. Alright, box 3, good luck. We're keeping these boys out. They've been doing good. Alright, what do we got? Andrew McCutchen frame, not numbered for the Pirates. Rick Porcello originals. Alright, we got a nice low short print for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Who's got the Dodgers? M. Hoy 6172. Numbered 21 out of 25. There's your number. Artist proof. Nice low short print. Leo DeRocher. You know, Brooklyn Dodgers, they have a nice mystique to them. Koufax and Campanella and DeRocher. Alright, congrats on that one. Of course, that won't be labeled as a hit, but number to 25. Alright, Benintendi variation. See if there was a base card worth money. Maybe like a Benintendi variation. You put a couple together. It's for the Red Sox. Nelly Fox memorable moments. Alright, what do we got here? Alright. First hit, Ryan Healy for the Oakland Athletics, numbered 84 out of 299. Double jersey auto. Got a yellow and a green piece. Just messing with the camera angles. Very nice for the Athletics. Yeah, I don't know too much. I know a lot about a lot of prospects. I don't know too much about him. His name just jumped out this year. All right, what's this gonna go in? 100 point. All right, congrats to the Athletics. That is Mr. Deadhead. Congrats on that auto. Okay. When you got the Pirates and the Giants, I'll pull you out a Clemente cut. That would be nice. All right. Here's a Roberto Clemente photo variation. Rally Fingers Heritage Collection. Harry Hooper frame, red one, numbered to 99 for the Boston Red Sox. Harry Hooper, like Larry Hoover. All right. Boston Red Sox with the short print. Paul Molitor Originals. Miguel Sano frame, Minnesota Twins. Alex Reyes photo variation, St. Louis Cardinals. Dave Winfield Originals. All right, Clayton Kershaw Aurora for the Dodge. All right, what do we got here? Jordan Patterson frame, Colorado Rockies. Okay, what's this here? Joe DiMaggio photo variation, New York Yanks. Edwin Encarnacion Aurora, Blue Jays. There you go, nice Yoan Moncada rookie card for the White Sox. Trey Mancini for the Orioles. Ty Cobb memorable moments. And the last stack of box 3 here. Andrew Benintendi rookie card. We got a Don Larson photo variation. New York Yankees. Ricky Henderson Heritage Collection. And wow, I think we got something nice here. Let's take a look. All right, whoever's got the Yanks, this is a Lou Gehrig studio portrait. Let's see what we got here. Wow. Oh my God. This is sick right here, guys. Lou Gehrig double jersey. There's a patch or something on the left. It's like sticking out. You got that old stained jersey. Wow, number 3 out of 5. Lou Gehrig for the New York Yankees. That is a sick hit right there. I'm not going to hit you with a boom or whatever they all say. I'm just going to naturally react to these. Wow, that's definitely going on Instagram later. That's definitely getting a mag. I don't want to even touch that too much. Wow. Oh, DD Cats, Steve. You've been waiting for one of those, man. Oof. I've been talking to you a lot. You've been in every break. You've had the Yankees every break. You do what it takes to get the spot. And it just, like, really paid off for you. All right, what number? I'm going to say 100-point mag. Oh, Steve, if you're watching, congrats, man. And hopefully everybody at the break is enjoying that hit. Wow, we got to show that off a little bit. All right, nice fresh 100-point mag. Yeah, that is so nice. I don't even want to touch it too much, but look at that. Enjoy that a little bit. See, if you look at that, that's like a patch. I don't know. That's... yeah, it looks like a blue, and then there's some kind of like different colored blue fuzz. That's got to be some kind of blue on blue patch. All right, I'm going to stop touching that now. Oof, I don't know. I think Steve is watching live. Let's see. He doesn't really join the chat too much. Alright, let's hope this fits. And that is in like perfect condition too. Yeah, it's kind of a big size. I don't think it's fitting in that one. I will take good care of this. This will not. Yeah, let's go a little bigger. I'm not forcing anything on this. I'm going to go up one size. Let's see, 130 point. Wow, beautiful. And it's like mint condition. If you got this in graded, that would add so much value. But I know Steve is like a real fan. I don't think he's going to sell that. I highly doubt it. Alright, 130 point. See, it wasn't the thickness that wasn't going in. It was the height of it. So let's see. There we go. Perfect. Oh, wow. Yep, that's perfect. There we go. Lou Gehrig, number to 5. Wow. I pulled that Harper patch to 5. This one just topped that one as far as biggest hits I've ever pulled. You know, I've done 8 breaks. This is it right here. Alright, we'll get going now. Enjoy that. So nice. These things go for so much money too. If you get like a Gehrig or a Ruth or a Mantle or any of the big dogs. Alright, that's going to stay in a mag. I'll make sure I ship it super safe. Wrap some bubble around it. Alright. There we go. Wow, beautiful Yankee hit. Alright, as we keep going, that's going to be hard to top. Alright, Daniel Murphy photo variation for the Nats. Mike Piazza Heritage Collection. Justin Verlander frame for the Tigers. Aaron Judge rookie. Mike Schmidt Originals. That's it, off to box 4. Oh wow, I'm in shock from that. That's nice. I guess next to Babe Ruth, I guess Lou Gehrig would be the second one to get as far as popularity or vintage legendness. Wow, I'm going to thank my distributor tomorrow morning on this case. See, I knew from the first 6 boxes, you know, that not that it was like horrendous, but it wasn't, you know, there was just a couple of decent hits, nothing crazy, and that's what you expect in this product. You know, some of these spots go for good money for a half case, and you want to pull the stuff you're expecting. So I really want to see everybody like hit something and make off nice. I really do. That's why I always offer some extra stuff, you know. Alright. You know something, I got something cool that we'll give away. And I always learn little surprise things, and I ran across something real cool that any baseball fan I think would like, you know. We'll play a little game. Oh, wow. Let's hope there's another big hit. Let's get a cut signature. Wow, so there's a master case that this came out of. This is only the first case, so there's another case that was side by side with this one. So, you know, sometimes you hit like a hot case. Alright, now, let's see if I can see where I put that. I think you guys will like it. Alright, brand new. I saw this. It was really cool. I got it at TJ Maxx, which is like a Marshall's. You know, they have good stuff, but it's whatever stores have in excess. You know, I could get it cheaper. This is an awesome wallet. It's made by Rawlings, so it smells like a glove, like a mitt. It's got the same material. It's got a magnet here. You know, nice and thin, and, you know, I felt like oiling it up. It was like a real glove. And then it's got the little baseball stitching on there. So we're going to give that away to, let's see, what can I do? Alright, that'll go to the first card, you know, and if you don't want it, you know, I don't have to send it, but I figured the baseball fans would appreciate it. How about the first framed card, you know, whether it's gray or red, will win the wallet. You know, I'm pretty sure every team has a frame, so. Yeah, TJ Maxx, Kevin. So this is really cool. So let's put that over there. So the first frame card will win that. Oop, I dropped the Babe Ruth base card. Landed flat. Alright, box 4. So we're looking for that frame. Pedro Martinez, Boston Red Sox Originals insert. Alright, this could be a frame. Let's see. Maybe not. Nope, Jackie Robinson, photo variation. Edwin Encarnacion, another Aurora card. Mookie Betts. Alright, our first frame is going to go to the San Diego Padres, Hunter Renfroe. So Hunter just won you this Rawlings wallet. You know, for any reason, if you don't want it, just let me know, but I'm pretty sure you'll think it's cool. It's really nice. Alright, Hunter Renfroe frame. So here, let me just mark that down. That goes out to 5-on-3 sports cards. I hope you like that. Rawlings wallet. Alright, Lefty Gomez, New York Yankee insert card. Alright, another artist proof. Renato Nunez for the Oakland Athletics. 90 out of 99. I don't know if they call them the A's anymore. My 86 baseball cards just said A's. Don't know if that's legit anymore. Alright, artist proof to 99 for the Athletics. Congrats. So they got a couple of rookies, huh, the Athletics. Dansby Swanson rookie card. Bill Dickey photo variation for the Yanks. Al Kaline Heritage Collection. Babe Ruth base card. Come on, what do we got in here? Joey D. Wow. Still in shock from that Garrick, man. Thank you, Shane. Alright, Kiki Queeler. I cannot pronounce that. Nice frame card, not numbered. That's Chicago Cubs, I believe. I will make sure it goes to the right team. I'm pretty sure it's the Cubs. All right, Catfish Hunter Heritage Collection. All right, Nellie Fox Memorable Moments. It's a Chicago Cub, I believe. Could be wrong, but I'll definitely get it to the right person. All right, we got a backwards Addison Russell. Nice frame, Addison Russell. That might be our second one. Corey Kluber photo variation for the Indians, for the Tribe. Jim Bunning, Heritage Collection, Phillies. Behind that, a Michael Franco for the Phillies. And we got a hit coming up. Oh, wow, I think it's a hit. Big name for the Yanks again. You know, not that old of a legend, but Bernie Williams. Wow, beautiful hit. 13 out of 25. Bernie Williams, New York Yankees. Nice pinstripe on the jersey and an auto. Nice guitar player. Very popular Yankee. Probably the most underrated Yankee of all time. Look at that numbering. Wow, Steve, if you're not watching this, you're going to love the video tomorrow. Wow, so now you know why the Yankees are the big team in this product. Sketches and swatches. I got a Donaldson one of these last year in a break. And it was low numbered also. Those are really nice cards. Bernie Williams. 13 out of 25. Auto relic. Really nice. Congrats, Steve. Another nice hit. Another one in really nice condition. All right. Yankees strike again. All right, as we keep going here. All right, we got a Hack Wilson photo variation for Chicago Cubs. Ryan Sandberg Originals. Really good case, man. Oof. Robin Yount Originals. My boy, the Degrominator base. Nice red frame for the Cleveland Indians. Adam Plucko rookie card. 39 out of 99. Let me get a bigger sleeve. You know, it probably would have fit in the smaller one, but I don't want to force it in. All right, Cleveland Indians. And our last stack, I believe there's another hit in here, right? Bernie Williams. Might be a relic in here. Unless the Gehrig was out of here. I don't think so. Billy Martin frame, New York Yankees. We got a Pee Wee Reese photo variation. Bruce Sutter Heritage Collection. All right, we got another hit coming up for the Texas Rangers. Elvis Andrus, 48 out of 49. Double jersey relic. Going out to Diggity Deals 360. Thanks for joining. You got a few spots there. I appreciate it. Try to get you like a Nolan Ryan something for the Rangers. All right, 48 out of 49, double jersey, Texas Rangers, Elvis Andrus. Congrats, Diggity Deals. And don't worry, hit list teams, you know, it's a lot of fun doing the vault, and you could win something nice. Chris Bryant photo variation. Luke Appling, memorable moments, and that's it. Box 5. Here, we'll use my paring knife here. Ooh, that works good too. Alright, let's see. Our streaming connection is real good. Nice turnout. I think this is the most people that have been watching so far. You know, case breaking is a lot of fun. I'm new at it. You know, I've been doing it a couple weeks. It's a lot of work, a lot of sorting. You know, but as I go, I'm going to try to do as many breaks as I can, you know. Do 3, 4, 5 in a night. As many days I could do it. I'll definitely have to get some college kids or something to sort. Because that's, you know, I have fun sorting, but it is time consuming. You know, I got some candidates, so we'll make it happen. You know, the veterans are the big advantage because they have all their pre-orders in and they're already like caught up to date. I'll be caught up to date in a couple months when my first pre-orders come in. Now I'm just getting what's in stock, which has been Donruss, which is not in stock anymore, and Diamond Kings. Even last year, Diamond Kings, they made a lot of, and been in stock. You know, I could probably still get more after the 6, 7 more breaks I have of this coming up. Oh, no, that good luck staying out, Shane. It's been real good. It's paid off for you. You know, it might work for you again. You know, we still got two boxes, 4 hits left. Maybe a nice low artist proof. So I'm assuming that Gehrig was a case hit. Maybe not, I'm not sure. I don't know if they guarantee anything per case. You know, this was in the master case, so maybe there's something guaranteed in every master case. Alright, box 5. Good luck. Okay. Here we go. Alright, Tommy Henrich frame. Not numbered. Believe that's a Yank. Alex Reyes photo variation for the cards. Jose Altuve originals insert. Astros. Oh wow, here you go. Who's got the Nats? Did you get the Nats, Shane? Yes, you did, sir. Shane, here you go. This ain't too shabby. 5 out of 25 artist proof. Bryce Harper. Wow, that'll come the same time as your patch, I bet you. 5 out of 25. That's a nice short print right there. Artist proof. Very nice hit right there. Yeah, if you don't get a hit, like this is probably worth something. You know, I collected Topps High Tech the last couple years, and I got a Bryce Harper red diffractor, red orbit diffractor, number to 5. It wasn't autoed or anything, but I got like about $100 for it. You know, so Harper's short prints go good. Congrats, Shane. Mad Bum photo variation for the Giants. Bruce Sutter Heritage Collection for the Cubbies. All right, Daniel Murphy Originals insert. Babe Ruth base, DiMaggio base. Tyler Glasnow. He's supposed to be a real good pitcher, like Randy Johnson, as somebody was telling me. All right, another Daniel Murphy photo variation. Justin Verlander Aurora. That's for the Tigers. All right, we got a framed Clemente, I believe. Let's see if it's low numbered. Nope. Nice no numbered frame for the Pirates, Roberto Clemente. And we got a Trout photo variation. Yep. Jose Altuve Aurora for the Astros. All right, we got a Hack Wilson frame, not numbered, Chicago Cubs. Reggie Jackson insert, memorable moments. Stan the Man base. All right, we got a Nap LaJoy frame, not numbered. That's a Cleveland Naps, I believe, which is the Cleveland Indians. And our last stack of box 5 here. Nice Swanson rookie. I think you got a couple of those. Wade Boggs Originals. Lou Gehrig Memorable Moments insert. Where are the hits? Mike Trout, right behind the Mike Trout. I think we got a hit. Yep. St. Louis Cardinals, 25 out of 99, double jersey auto. Carson Kelly. I don't know too much about him. I guess he's backing up Molina. Is he the future? Nice number to 99 for the Cards. Alright, we're going to have to stock up on top loaders after this. We might make it. Alright, congrats to Shane. That's you again. I don't know about this dude, but Carson Kelly. The beauty of baseball, you know, somebody like that could just hit 3 homers in a game and everybody's talking about him buying his cards up. So you never know, especially with the new cards. St. Louis Cardinals. All right. We got a photo variation of Benintendi, I believe. Yep. Boston Red Sox. Manny Machado Originals insert. Mitch Haniger frame. Nice red one. 44 out of 99. Arizona Diamondbacks rookie. Nice numbered action. And that goes out to Marasamano with the D-backs. Not a hit, but a little short print. If you didn't get a hit yet, which I don't think the D-backs did, you will win a card at the end. So stay tuned. All right, Paul Goldschmidt Aurora for the D-backs. And wow, here we go. There's a little Mike Trout action going on. Sox Bears #1. Let's see what this is, you know. Oh wow. I mean, we got our auto already, so I'm pretty sure it's just a relic, but let's take a look. Wow, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Double jersey, but the left side doesn't look like a jersey. Looks like a patch of some sort, like a one-color patch maybe. Look at that. Or maybe it's like a shoelace, something like that. 7 out of 10, Mike Trout. Wow, this case has been fire here. This half case. Oh, the wallpaper is just uncut sheets of cards. I bought them online like a couple years ago. Yep, here I'll show you. You know, before they get cut to put in the packs, they're on like an uncut sheet. That's 1988, and this is the 91. With that 40-year anniversary on my boy Doc Gooden. A lot of big names up there. You know, you got the Nolan Ryan cards right there. All right, Mike Trout. Wow. Let's get the proper setup for this. 7 out of 10. You know what? That is a Trout. You know, I'm going to put that in the mag because that is a Trout. Any Trout number to 10's got to go in a mag. Alright, so let's see. I had the other one open. That was a little too small for that really fat Garrett card. So it should fit in there. I was debating on the Bernie going in a mag, but I don't know. Let's see, does that fit good? I don't want to force anything in, you know. Yeah. It fits. Let's see if the cover goes on good. No, it's got to go a little bigger. I don't like the way that was fitting. Yeah, let me grab another mag. Yeah, put Trout down for a second. So that's going to be 130 point mag. Yeah, I think the black part is definitely not a jersey, so that could probably be classified like a patch. Double relic regardless. Alright, and this is in mint. All these cards have been really, really mint condition. No chipping, fading, nothing. That's it. Poster child for MLB right there. Okay, yeah, that's going to fit good. Perfect. No wiggle action. All right, congrats. Sox Bears #1. I don't know if you're watching. All right. So hit for the Angels. Wow, nice 6 boxes, man. Gotta definitely give a shout out to my distributor tomorrow. Not a shout out, give him a little thank you. Give him some props. Corey Kluber photo variation for the Indians. Al Kaline Heritage Collection and Honus Wagner base. Alright, last box coming up, guys. And then we're going to go to the vault. You know, I try to have like a little theme. I'm not too into the gimmicks and all that, but you know, knicks-knacks, case breaks. So I try to go with a theme with everything. That whole Knicks vault. Then my break credit. What did I call it? Knicks-knacks stacks or something. Knicks-knacks break credit stacks. I did something. I don't know. I'm getting cheesy. I'm trying to see what Jenna was writing with the 150. 150. Alright, we're going to keep these good luck charms out. You know what, they're just always going to be there until they start not working. Be nice every break to pull a bunch of big stuff. Wouldn't that be perfect? You never know, you get the right cases in. There's a lot of luck involved. you do have to buy from the right people, you know. A lot of people selling like hobby boxes online and stuff. A lot of those people, you know, they go through the case, look for the case hits, and then they sell the leftovers. Some people know like what serial numbers and all different things. Some people go to Target and start weighing things up. There's a lot of ways these people cheat the system a little. I enjoy going to Target and buying blaster boxes sometimes too. Just for the fun of it, you know. And I pulled some big cards out of blasters. That's how I did a lot of my football cards this year. Got some nice Ezekiel and Dak Prescott cards. Last year I bought a retail pack of 2016 Topps, and I got a 1-of-1 Big Poppy. It was that black, not black, the platinum. You know how Topps has like the rainbow foil, the gold, the black, the number to 10 like clear one. They got like the camouflage one. This is the 1-of-1 platinum. It looked like a rainbow foil, but I knew something was different. I turned it around. It said 1-of-1 on it. Oh, so a Trout sell for that. Wow. Oh, the Trout one, number to 10. That's nice then. Wow. So he's going to have fun with, had a couple of nights. He had the Moncada, he had the White Sox, the Angels. But he's been in a couple of breaks. I don't think he's watching now. He told me he was going to be busy tonight, I think. But he buys up a lot of teams. Spends some good money, so it's nice to see it pay off. All right. All right, that's it. Box 6 coming up. I'm going to clear some of this base out. You know, when the pile gets too high, I don't want it dropping or anything. All right. You know, anybody has any comments or anything? If you know, if you want me to speed up the break next time or something, just please tell me. I'm new to this, and I know some people like to enjoy it. Some people are kind of in a rush. So, and as I compare my videos to other people, they're definitely a little longer. But it's uploaded. You could fast forward it if you don't want to stick around for it. Alright, we are coming. I just want to show you guys something cool. Alright, I mean, I have, I'm like a, you know, if you buy Beckett, I love reading the articles, and I look for as much stuff as I can as far as like reading material. Oh, these are always fun magazines. I got a bunch, you know. If you're a nerd like me with this stuff, you know, this is the MLB magazine. Go to like Walmart and pick that up. If you want like some good reading material. You know, it's almost like opening up a pack, you know. Opening up the magazine and reading what they got in there. Baseball Digest. Lindy Sports Review. This shows a lot of the prospects, you know, projections for all the teams. This is really good. I got this one last year. I think this is the new one for this year. And obviously Beckett. You know, I've read those back and forth, and when I get a little bored, I just look at those. I enjoy it. All right. Thanks, Shane. Thank you, John. You know, if anybody wants to borrow those or take those or something, let me know. If you can't find it by like your home area. I'm telling you, it's like a little fix for us. Alright, here we go. Good luck to everybody. Right, Nellie Fox, memorable moments. All right, we got a Carson Fulmer. I believe it's a photo variation. Yep. Oh, that's cool. It's got like the throwback uniform. This guy reminds me of Wild Thing from Major League. He's got that funky look to him. Kirby Puckett Heritage Collection. Well, let's bring some big hits in this one. We got a frame Leo DeRozier. Yep, not numbered. Brooklyn Dodgers. Josh Donaldson Originals. All right, Eddie Murray Heritage Collection. All right, I think we have our first hit of this box. Looks like a Carlos Correa. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully this has some ink on it. All right. This is for Air Alchemist. Let's flip this over. Oh, I'm getting nervous. All right, very nice. Number to 49. You got a bat and a red jersey piece. Nice, pretty low serial number on there. Congrats, Air Alchemist. Wow, big name, Carlos Correa. This 6 boxes has done nothing wrong so far. Even like a relic is low numbered and like a big name. All right, very nice hit for the Astros. Correa, Bryant and him were like neck and neck when they first came in after their rookie years. Some of his cards were worth a little more than Bryant. And then last year, Bryant just kind of passed them. But he's so good that he's going to, he'll get back up to that. Bryant's kind of like a god right now, so it's hard to pass him. But Correa still has good value. Right, Stam Usual photo variation for the cards. Mookie Betts Originals. And a Mookie Betts base card. Shoeless Joe Jackson base. All right, David Paulino frame, not numbered, for the Houston Astros. All right, so there should be one hit left. Aurora Mike Trout. All right, we got a backwards David Paulino. I believe it's an auto. Yep, David Paulino for the Houston Astros. Going out to Air Alchemist again. 11 out of 299. You got that double jersey relic with the ink on it. Let's hope they gave us a bonus third hit in here too. All right, rookie signature. All right, this is my last top loader in the pack. So if we got to pull it out again, we will. We got plenty of those. All right, David Paulino, Houston Astros. Congrats. That'll go along with your Correa. Astros. And then we're going to do a quick recap after this, and then we'll go to the vault. All right, Kirby Puckett photo variation. Another Tyler Glasnow rookie. Ty Cobb memorable moments. George Kelly frame. Believe the New York Yankees. Maybe a New York Giant. I'll double check that. All right, Ernie Banks photo variation. Chicago Cubs. Max Scherzer Originals. Alright, we got another David Paulino. This one's an artist proof. This has been the Astros box, I guess. 84 out of 99. Alright, Air Alchemist killing it in this box. That's too big. Alright. David Paulino. Press artist proof. Alright. Got one more stack after this one. Dansby Swanson photo variation. So you can probably stack together all his rookies and the variations. Max Scherzer Aurora. Detroit Tiger. No, Washington Nats, sorry. Alright. And our last stack, guys. Good luck to everybody. I mean, the hits were gotten, but you never know. Ooh, you guys are killing the Yankees on the chat. You are, Shane. Alright, John Smoltz Heritage Collection. Atlanta Braves. Ooh, come back, pet it. Got a Kyle Seager frame. Not numbered. Seattle Mariners. Living in the shadow of his little brother now. It's got to be tough. Another Swanson rookie card. Yoan Moncada photo variation. It was backwards. I don't know if that's a variation, actually. I've been calling all the backwards ones variation. But I did hear that not all of the backwards were. So this might not be. Could be wrong. Corey Seager Originals for the Dodge. Alright, we're coming to the end here. We got a Josh Bell frame. Let's see if that's got a number on it. Ooh, nice. 29 out of 49. Josh Bell frame. A little something for the Pirates. And let's see. It's only a couple cards after that. Don't worry, Hitless. We're coming to get you something. All right, nice little Josh Bell. Ozzie Smith Heritage Collection. That's it. We're going to end it on a Mike Trout base. All right, that was a sick break, if I must say so. We're going to do a hit recap. All right, congrats. Somebody won that cool little wallet. This is the stack of all the frames and you know, the variations. That's all I put in there. Nice little stack. Those will all be sleeved up, you know. Try to hook up the nicer cards. Okay, we'll leave that here. All right, time for the hit recap. You know what we're going to end it with? A couple nice cards. You know, just some honorable mentions here. 29 out of 49, Josh Bell for the Pirates frame. 84 out of 99, artist proof, David Paulino for the Astros. We got a Harry Hooper frame, 14 out of 99, red frame. It's for the Boston Red Sox. Leo DeRosa, 21 out of 25, artist proof. I think that's the blue one. Alright, we got Addison Russell, 62 out of 99. Red frame for the Cubbies. Ernie Banks, 84 out of 99, artist proof. Chicago Cubs, 47 out of 99, Jake Thompson, red frame, Philadelphia Phillies. Let's see any other frames. Got a Mitch Haniger, Arizona Diamondbacks, red frame, 44 out of 99. This was a really nice one. Bryce Harper, 5 out of 25, artist proof. Very nice on that one. Adam Plucko, Cleveland Indians, 39 out of 99, red frame. And a Renato Nunez, Oakland Athletics Artist Proof, 90 out of 99. And now for the hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits right on the money. Alright, check out the sickness here. The last like 5 or 6 hits going to be nasty. Okay, here we go. Alright, first up. Texas Rangers, 48 out of 49. Elvis Andrus going out to Diggity Deals 360. Nice double relic. Alright, Rangers get a check mark. If you don't have a check mark, you're going to go into Nick's vault in a little bit. Alright, next up, 61 out of 99. Christian Yelich, bat piece. Miami Marlins. Next up, nice minor league prospect. Not numbered, double jersey, Nick Gordon from the Minnesota Twins. Alright, Marlins, Twins. Alright. Alright, here we go. Carson Kelly, 25 out of 99, St. Louis Cardinals. Double jersey auto. That's for you, Shane. Next, for the Astros, Air Alchemist. Nice Carlos Correa, 39 out of 49. Got a, believe that's a jersey. No, it could be something else. I don't know if he's got a red anything on the jersey. So you got a bat and some kind of red piece of, maybe the stirrup if they still wear them. Those long socks. Okay, that's a hit for the Astros. Ryan Healy for the Oakland Athletics, 84 out of 299. You got a piece of the green, piece of the yellow, and you got some ink. Athletics. Next up for the Astros, 11 out of 299, David Paulino. A gray jersey piece, a white jersey piece, and a signature. Alright, so that's for the Astros. Alright, now the big boppers coming up. What are we going to show first? Wow. Alright. Alright, 270 out of 299. With a little red piece on the one of the jerseys. I don't know, it looks like a stain or blood or something. That might add some value, actually. 270 out of 299. Dansby Swanson, Atlanta Braves. Double relic auto. Very nice right there. Congrats, Paul's Collection 4. Alright, and next up, for the Boston Red Sox, even though they traded him, this is a Boston card. 44 out of 49, Yohan Moncada. Nice low number, double relic with the signature on it. Very, very nice hit there. Next up, and there's still 2 more to go after this one. 13 out of 25, Bernie Williams. Nice low numbered pinstripe on the jersey. Jersey's a little bigger than the other cards. This is a Sketches and Swatches card for the New York Yankees. Wow, beautiful right there. That's it. Very nice. Congrats, Steve. I don't think you're watching. You'll see this tomorrow. Congrats on that. 13 out of 25 on the Bernie. Alright, now the 2 big hits. We got Mike Trout. Got a double swatch. 7 out of 10. The black looks like a shoelace or something. Could be his, who knows, his underwear. Who knows what it is. You got a piece of Mike Trout something. And a nice mag for you. Alright, that's Sox Bears number 1. Congrats on that. And Steve, you also won this. This is the big hit of the break. Big hit of my break-in career here. Lou Gehrig, 3 out of 5. New York Yankees. Looks like a patch. Piece of wood. Studio portrait. See, look at the left side there. It's got the blue and then looks like there was a number, a letter or something over it. Studio portrait. Beautiful. Mint condition. Pretty much all these cards have been mint. Lou Gehrig. Wow. Congratulations, DD Cats. I'm loving that card. Wow. And I'm a Met fan. Not sure. I think Gehrig's number was 3, right? His jersey. That could be his jersey number. Right. Jeter's 2. Who's Gehrig 3? Could be a eBay 1 of 1 if his jersey number's 3, but I'm not completely sure. I have a hunch though. Alright, that was beautiful. Alright, time for the hitless drawing. Alright, what we got now? Alright, we're going to roll the dice against this. And this is Nick's vault right here, for those of you that don't know it. Inside here, there's cards numbered from 0 to 100. Alright, there are some cards missing from last break. I didn't fill it back up, but that increases your chances of getting like a nicer hit, you know? Because there are a couple of chase cards here. There's, let's see, the number 30 spot. That is like $150 book value, or $125. It's a Yadier Molina 2016 top super short print. These were really hard to get. They still go for good money, and this is nice condition. You could get that thing graded. You know, if you go hitless and you hit this, it's probably worth more than, you know, maybe not this break because we had so many nice things, but most autos. So that's one chase card. You know, a lot of the chase cards were hit, you know, like a Ken Griffey Jr. minor league card, 69 Clemente, a graded piece of Hank Aaron's bat that I believe was from the home run that gave him the lead, the all-time lead. Alright, and then we got this 1971 Tom Seaver. It's a very nice card. It's clean, it's not mint condition, but you know, it's got your 1970s off-centering, and you know, if you look at the side there, little chipping on the corner, but it is a clean card, you know. It would display very nice. I've enjoyed that for a long time. Time to give it to someone else. 71. You know, there's all autos and relics in here. There's a couple left of like these gold-plated Yankee cards. They're dipped in like 18 karat gold from the 1998 World Series team. Now you see this thumbs up. There's like 10 of them in there. 10 of the cards have a power-up. So you get, here, let me show you. I got to unlock the box here. So if you were to roll a 95, here, I got my key. And I said I wasn't into gimmicks, but I'm unlocking a little vault. Alright, there's some cards here. So that's the Topps Now Syndergaard that you get with that. That's when you hit 2 home runs in one game. These are the cards that Topps makes within like 24 hours and you could order them. There's a lot of other nice power-ups in here. You know, like a graded to 99 David Ortiz from Tribute. This is a pink Yoenis Cespedes from 2015, number to 50. You got this Topps Heritage SP collection. You know, you got 3 action cards in there. Those are like only like 1, 2 to a box. Maybe you got 2 of them this year when it was. This is from 2015. So the actions, and these are some short prints that I threw in with it. Alright, so that's a whole little package on one of the power-ups. You know, a lot of cool stuff in there. David Wright, Blue Wave Refractor. That's numbered to like 75. Got a Noah Syndergaard Chrome Heritage. You know, just a little something extra. You know, nice Jameson Taillon. He's a pretty hot rookie right now. Numbered to 99 from Bowman's Best. And if you roll the 10 or the 50 spot today, you're going to get Nick Snack's break credit stacks. This is a $10 break credit, and if you hit the 50 spot, you get a $50 break credit. You know, as my cards dwindle down, I will be doing more things with break credit, but I figured I'd throw some in now. You know, on the back it explains, you know, you pretty much use it whenever you want. You could use it on multiple teams. You could use half of it if you want, you know. I'll log it in a journal, and every time you use it, I'll just subtract from it. You know, I'll send you an updated invoice before you have to pay. Or if it's free, I'll just, you know, hook up the invoice free. You know, I didn't put an expiration date or anything like that, but so cool little, and I got to show off my artwork on there too. So we got some break credit. So that's going to be the 10 or the 50 spot. Now if you roll a number and that number's not in here, we go to the next higher number. So if there's no 97, if that's what you rolled, you go to 98. No 98, go to 99. Let's get the dice out. These are two 10-sided dice. Figure it's more fun than random.org. What does that say? Root is 3. Oh, Lewis 4. Wow. See, I don't know my Yankee history that well. I'm sure I know, but I draw blanks on air here. Alright, so this is the 10 spot. So if it's 00 and 5, the number's going to be 5. If it's like 60 and 1, 61. Like 60 and 0, that would still be 60. So that's how that works. Alright, so the 10-sided dice. I ordered this from like some kind of dice website. Dices R Us or something. Alright, so you can get break credit with your card. You'll win a card and break credit. And you can win a power-up. You get a hit. You know, they're mostly autos, bunch of relics, and just a couple of gold-plated Yankee cards. So let's get this thing going. We go in alphabetical order from the hit list teams. Alright, so let's put that away for now. Good luck, everybody. I hope you do good. Hope somebody gets the $50 break credit. You know, in like one of the power-ups, you get this whole lot. It's pretty much an AJ Puck lot. There's like a refractor or two, like 8 or 9 AJ Puck cards. There's a Mickey Moniak, Jacoby Ellsbury, like little bonus there. You got the Canseco McGuire, that little insert they had in there. AJ Puck was the number 6 pick of the draft, so it's a nice little lot here. So it's like an Oakland A's AJ Puck lot. You had to throw a little Moniak action in there. Alright, let's do this. Let's start rolling. Alright, first up, Diggity Deals. 360 with the Blue Jay spot. Sorry you didn't get a hit. Let's get you one now. Oh, and by the way, who won the wallet? 5-on-3 sports cards. If you just tuned in, you won that wallet. It's like a glove and like a little ball seam. It's awesome. Alright, let's roll you something good, Diggity Deals. Alright, we got a 44. 44. Let's see what we got. Might be another big hit chase card that I forgot about in here, but we shall see. Alright, 44 spot. Alright, out of 2014 Bowman Chrome. It's a Ronnie Williams first Bowman auto for the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm not sure what he's doing right now or if he's ready to come to the majors yet, but you got a nice Bowman Chrome auto. You know, a lot of them are like this, just prospects. You know, I'm not guaranteeing you get like a sick auto on everyone, but you know, you do have a good chance of getting some good stuff. I'm not too familiar with him, to be honest. So that is yours. Diggity Deals. you know, if for any reason anybody wasn't happy with the break or what they got and you want some more cards, please message me. I'll hook you up. Tell me your favorite players, favorite teams, and I will definitely hook you up with a really nice package. Alright, so 44. Next up, T-Pay for the Brewers spot. Thanks for joining, T-Pay. Let's get you something good. Alright, we got an 84. So 84 spot. Oh, nice. You got a power up here. Alright, so this is a Bobby Livingston Bowman's Best. It's a school card. That's why I threw it in. From 2005, you know. Just something nice to add to your collection. He was for the Seattle Mariners. I'm not too familiar with him either. But it's a 2005 Bowman's Best autograph. Bobby Livingston. It's numbered to 974. You know, back in the day they had really high numbered cards. But it comes with this numbered green refractor. Jameson Taillon out of Bowman's Best. You know, he's supposed to be a good pitcher, so hopefully that brings you something. Let's see where it is. Alright, there you go. So you get that with it too. Nice green refractor, number to 99. 43 out of 99, Jameson Taillon, rookie card refractor. Alright, congrats on that. And that goes for you too. If you know, you feel you want a little more out of this break, please send me a message. I have no problem looking through my collection. I have a lot of nice stuff, even if they're not autos and relics. Get you some value. Alright, 84. Next up, with the Cubs spot. Cubs win hitless. Wow. Alright, let's get you something good for MDD GCAG. MDDG CAG. Not sure. Sorry if I mispronounced it or didn't figure out what it spelled. Alright, let's roll you something nice. Alright, we got a 42. Alright, you got a Ryan Braun out of 2016 Topps or 2015 jersey piece. Yep, 2015 Topps, 41 home runs. It's a little jersey piece. Alright, 42. Alright, I'll say it one more time and it goes for everybody. If you're not happy with your card or your break, please let me know. I will hook you up with some cards. Not just junk I'm going to send you. I'll hook it up. Last time I'm saying that. So hopefully everybody who's watching heard that. Ryan Braun. Or if you're ethically don't want like a Ryan Braun card for whatever reason, I'll switch your hit out, you know. So we'll give you that too. So 42. That goes to MDDGCAG. Thanks for joining. D-backs. Marasamano with the D-back spot. Thank you, Shane. Always letting them know I'm going to hook it up. Show you something good. You got a 00 and a 2. So it's a 2 spot. Alright, you got a nice Bowman Inception auto. It's a jersey auto, Chad Pinder. You know, his rookie cards are surfacing now. Let's see if he does good this year. That's out of last year's Inception. Chad Pinder. Autograph relic. I love the way these cards look. You know, that like little midnight background, whatever you call that. I was excited when I read this in Beckett before it came out. I liked the way it looked. I couldn't wait for it to come out. Alright, so that is for you, Marasamano. Thank you very much. Next up, Dodger spot. M. Hoy 6172. Let's get you something good. Alright, you got an 81. Alright, 81. What we got? Alright, this is cool. This is out of 2015 Donruss Bat Kings, Carlos Beltran for the New York Yankees. Nice little bat piece for Carlos Beltran. I know he's not a Yankee anymore, but definitely a very popular player. A lot of Carlos Beltran fans from the Royals, from the Yanks. Alright, that is yours. Hoy 6172. Congrats on the bat piece. Alright, next up on the stage, we got Mr. Deadhead with the Giant spot. Thanks for joining. I know you tried winning in the last break of this. I'm not sure if you got in or not. I don't remember. But thank you very much for joining. Mr. Deadhead, let's get you something good. And we got a 67. Let's see what it is. You know, and once I get a little time, I'm going to hook up those power-ups like a lot nicer. You know, there is some decent stuff there, but you got like this numbered Tom Seaver card. But I kind of put that together quick before the last break, and I'm going to hook that up like super duper. I'm going to hook up the whole Volt Idea super with more break credit, stuff like that. Alright, 67. You got a Josmil Pinto for the Minnesota Twins. This is a rookie card auto from 2014 Elite. Not the extra edition, the regular Elite. I don't know if they still make that anymore. This is catcher, turn of the century auto. So rookie card for the Twins. A little ink on it. Alright, congrats, Mr. Deadhead. Alright, Indian spot, JDB KSU. Let's get you something. We got a 28. 28. Alright, the 28. See, there's no 28. Right, there's a 27. And then we go right to the 29. If this was to happen... Oh, wow, if this was missing, you would have got that, like, $100 Molina right there. The 30 spot. You know, if this happens at the end, like you get a 99 and there's no 99 or 100, you would start back at the beginning to the 00. Here's a 00 spot. Alright, you got this out of Bowman Chrome. Anthony Seymour, first Bowman auto. This came in the regular Bowman last year, that really popular set. Anthony Seymour for the Miami Marlins. Congrats, you got a nice Bowman auto. 29. Thank you for joining. Alright, next up, Mariners spot. Neody Girl, or Neo Die Girl. Neody Girl. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Let's get you something good. We got a 10 and a 9, so you got a 19. See the lines on the bottom there showing you. So let's see what we got you. 19. All right, no 19. So you go right to the 20. Got you a nice Curtis Granderson, Allen and Ginter jersey piece for my New York Mets. A lot of these cards you're going to see are Mets. That's my PC team. And I bought tons of Mets stuff. He's just a good dude, you know. Really good person he is. I think he won like that humanitarian award for baseball. So very nice. That goes to you, Neody Girl. Neo Die Girl. Alright, with the 20. Enjoy that. Alright, Sox Bears number 1. You had that Moncada auto in this break. You did pretty good in this break. Sox Bears. And you had that Trout number to 10 patch auto jersey thing. Not the auto. Alright, Mets spot. Sox Bears number 1. With the Mets spot. It's my dude Thor. hanging out with Willy Wonka and the Mad Hatter. Alright, let's get you something good. Alright, we got you a 56. 56. So the 50 spot is $50 break credit, 10 spot is $50 break credit. And you get whatever the hits are too. And a power up too if there is one. Alright, 56. We got you a Michael De Leon, first Bowman Chrome Auto out of 2015 Bowman Chrome. With the number 56 spot. Michael De Leon. Signed as a free agent from the Dominican Republic. A lot of times they sign them very young and they just wait for them to come up. Don't know too much about him. You get a Bowman Chrome Auto. Boom. Michael De Leon. Alright, Sox Bears number 1. Alright, next up, Nationals. Shane. Oh, you didn't hit with the Nats today. But you got that Bryce Harper. That was nice. So you get the Harper and you get a hit from the vault. Awesome. Let's get you some break credit or something. Alright, we got a 46. 46. Alright, 46 spot is... Alright, little frame mini action right here. Alright, for the Tampa Bay Rays, Matt Moore. It's a mini framed jersey piece. Jersey relic. See, it's got that cool, like, frame. And you got the mini in there. Matt Moore for the Tampa Bay Rays. I like these frame cards. Really cool. And as far as relics, the mini frame go for a little more than like the bigger relics. Shane, thank you very much as always. Congrats on that. Alright. Next up, Ray with the Orioles spot. Ray Moshe. Ray Moshe. Thank you, Ray. You've been joining a lot of breaks. I really appreciate it. Alright, you got a 51. Oh, man. One off from the 50. Really would have liked to got you that. Let's see. Maybe the 51 is nice. Alright, here we go. Nice little Jersey Kings. Jersey swatch. Michael Taylor for the Nats. Got yourself a relic. Out of Donruss. Alright, thanks, Ray. Alright, Padres, 5-on-3 sports cards. So you got the wallet already. Let's see what else you got here. Ooh, nice roll. Oh, wow, 0-0. 0-0 and a 0. So in the 0 spot, you got a power-up. You get a Topps Legacies, Tom Seaver, 99 out of 99. I think it was the Lastings Imprints. That's an eBay 1 of 1 also, because it's the last one made. For my New York Mets. That's a really nice little short print there. Out of Legacies. Legacies kind of bombed last year. That's why they replaced it with like the Mint or something, but you know, these short prints were nice. They had those metal cards that a lot of people didn't like the fact they were metal from their vault. And then, you know, the autos, the Bryant autos, I had a couple of those. You know, they went for decent money. But they went down quickly. That whole set did. Alright, and you got a Ben Sheets. This is like a upper deck. You know, I like to give you guys a little assortment of things. 2004 Upper Deck Authentic 25-year anniversary USA Baseball Ben Sheets. 484 out of 850. It's got the cool little star there. Then you got the jersey piece around it. I think Ben Sheets was like a Padre. He was pretty popular when he was young. But I don't think he did much. He's got a little fan base though. Cool little interesting card there. And you got your Tom Seaver. Enjoy those. Thank you, 5-on-3 Sports Cards. Alright, next up, Goobies 2007. Thanks for coming back, Goobies. Let's get you something good. We got a 66. 66 for Goobies. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, this is cool. MLB debut commemorative medallion. Willie Mays for the New York Giants. This is a cool one to have. He's a good name. He's one of the more expensive ones from that set. You know, if you get like a Mays or who else was in that set? What was this, 2015, 2016? Yeah, there was a Bryant one, I'm sure. A couple other old school guys, Clemente or someone. Enjoy that. That's got that nice thick cardstock. MLB debut medallion. Pretty cool, nice heavy card. That came in the blaster box. You got one of those, you know, and they had the checklist, and you just hope you didn't get like a scrub, you know, that you got one of the better players. Alright, congrats, Goobies. Next up, Mr. Deadhead again with the pirate spot. Thanks for joining again. Let's get you something good. Keep on jamming. Here we go. 0-4. So you got a 4? Yeah, Allen and Ginter is awesome, Shane. One of my favorite sets. My favorite, I think, is Topps Heritage. I love opening Topps Heritage. I ordered a bunch of the high numbers. I pre-ordered 5 cases for whenever that comes out. Alright, number 4. This is really nice, too. It's number 12 out of 75. Elite Extra Edition from last year. 2015, was it? Yeah, 2015, but I think it came out last year. Like, towards the beginning. 12 out of 75. Blake Perkins auto. Purple status. Die cut. Really nice looking card. It's got a nice auto too. Numbered to 75. You know, he's for the Washington Nationals. He was picked in round 2 in 2015, so he's probably still in the farm system now. Sometimes they get him right out of high school. He went to Arizona State. You know, you never know. You hold on to this. This guy might turn out to be a stud. Very nice. I like that one. Congrats, Mr. Deadhead. Next up, Diggity Deals 360. Let's get you something good. We got a 22. 22. Okay. 22, you got a nice camo swatch, camo jersey for Joe Tyson Ross. There's a Cody Ross, I think a Joe Ross. Tyson Ross, San Diego Padres, out of Allen and Ginter. See, this is one of the bigger ones, not the mini framed. It's a cool looking camo, if you look at that. Nice looking card. The camo's always a little nicer than like a plain white one too. Alright, so 22. Congrats, Diggity Deals. Next up, Kathy. What's up, Kathy Bunch? With the red spot. Alright, come on, Kathy. Something good for you. You've been pretty loyal. Thanks for joining again. We got a 37. Alright, we have... Alright, out of Panini Contenders for the Milwaukee Brewers, it's a Nash Walters auto. Let's see. He was a 3rd round pick right out of high school, so these high school guys are real good. He looks like a big power pitcher or something. So when he pops up, you know, when he's old enough, maybe another year or 2, you know, they got to be good if they're picking them up at 18 years old. Nice order for you. Thank you, Kathy. Alright, next up, Sox Bears number 1. With another spot, with the Rocky spot. And we got a 48. Alright, 48. Make it great. Alright, you got an auto with a power-up. Oh, cool. Alright, so this comes with is. You get this AJ Puck A's lot. Let me just show you. They're all in sleeves. You know, I threw in this Mickey Moniak insert card. You know, the #1 pick of the draft. Alright, you got a couple of AJ Puck, Andrew Miller mirror images. And then, this is a refractor. AJ Puck, #6 pick of the draft. He was on the cover of the Bowman product, so I'm assuming the dude's pretty good. Refractor, yeah, that was a refractor. This is a refractor. So there's 2 refractors, and you got 6 regular ones, 6 base. You know, you lot this together. I bet you he's going to be a good pitcher if he stays healthy. And I threw in this McGuire Canseco. They always have a big fan base. Canseco's actually wearing the Boston Red Sox jersey, which, to be honest, I thought it was an Athletics card the whole time. But these are the Bash brothers. So you get that, and then behind the thumb up, this is cool. It's another oddball autograph. Leaf Certified, 2004. It says 2004 materials. There's another like stamp there. Really cool looking card. Jody Garrett auto for the Cleveland Indians. Yeah, I guess he was a rookie in 2003. When he was a rookie, he had 22 homers, 57 extra base hits, 75 RBIs. This is number 32 out of 100. So you got a nice short print on there. For back in the day, that was good. Cleveland Indians, Jody Garrett. Congrats on that. Cool looking card. And it's got the authentic signature stamp on it too, which is really cool. Right there. Alright, 48. Sox Bears #1. Congrats, you got a bunch of stuff. Wow. You earned it, man. You've been buying up a lot of spots. Just put away your Oakland Athletics. Thank you, Jenna. Appreciate it. You know, I'm just going by your names that I have, you know, your names that pop up when you win the bids or whatever's in the chat. If you are somebody else and I'm calling you by the wrong name and you're offended, please just let me know what to call you. Alright, next, Mr. 4242 with the Royal spot. Thank you for joining. Get you something good. 56. Is that another 56? Yep, somebody already got that, so we go up another number. Let's see. Yep, no 56. That's a 55. So you get the 57. Another number to lead extra edition. Number to 100. Aspirations die cut. What number? 82 out of 100. Yarlin Garcia for the Miami Marlins. Let's see Yarlin's info here. Born in the Dominican Republic, so definitely picked up young. Yep, just 17 when they picked him up. Class A. Double A. Alright, he's working his way up. Congrats on that. Thank you, Mr. 4242. Alright, 2 more rolls left, guys. Tigers, ACC cards. Thank you for joining. I love seeing the, you know, the names I've already seen before, the ones who've been with me almost every break. And I love seeing all the new names, you know. I really do. You know, this is taking long. You know, the break was the break, and this is just like a little bonus fun, so I'm in no rush with this bonus. Alright, ACC cards. Here you go. The Tigers spot. 59. Did we roll that already? Nope. 59. Let's see what you got. Alright. Oh, power up again. 2016 Topps Chrome David Wright Blue Wave Refractor, number 26 out of 75. Really nice looking refractor for my New York Mets. Look at that. It had the Blue Wave action. That was last year's Topps Chrome. This was a hot refractor when it came out. They had the orange and the blue. Some nice refractor action. 26 out of 75. And the card behind that. You know, a lot of times I threw in the power up because I felt the player was a no-name or something. But I definitely want you to add like some oddball stuff to your collection. This is just cool looking. I'm not sure who it is. Ricky Green, authentic signature, first round pick, numbered 809 out of 8,650 signature rookies. Ricky Green. This was out of 1994 signature rookies. That's what it was called. I guess it was a minor league thing they did, and he hand numbered all them. This is pretty old. 1992 first round. You know, just cool. You know, you see him there with his coach behind him. Ricky Green, and then got the David Wright to go along with it. Alright, congrats ACC Cards. With the 59 spot. Okay, next up, Sox Bears number 1. With the White Sox spot, last roll of the night. I was gonna say evening. Let's make it a nice one. Alright, 96. Nice high number. Let's see what's in the back of that. I'll give you a little sneak peek of some stuff here. I think he's off to a hot start, Chase Headley. They were ready to run him out of town last year. Ooh, Ryan Mountcastle. Little gold. Okay, 96. You got a gold Yankee card. And the power-up is Big Poppy Tribute. Topps Tribute Special Edition Green Parallel. Big Poppy's a good parallel to have. Really nice looking card. You know, that Topps Tribute look. And it is 51 out of 99. My focus, the camera focus has been on point today. Thank God. And behind that, Jorge Posada. That's a good name. Dipped in like 18 karat gold. 1998 World Series champions, Yankees. Good way to end it, you know, with all the Yankee hits today. Really cool looking set. You know, I got a few more of those left. There's like 1 or 2 left in that bunch. So that goes along with a little Yankee Red Sox rivalry. Alright. So that is the end. Let's show you that 96. Here, let's show you that Lou Gehrig again. For anybody who didn't see it, I'm sure the 4 or 5 people left can enjoy that. Wow, I'm gonna hook that up on Instagram. On the bottom of like a bunch of the YouTube videos, I'll put a link for the Instagram if you want to check out my Instagram page. I'm getting new with like inserting links and stuff. I put them in all sorts of places, but if anybody can't find it, wants to check out the Instagram pics, let me know. Lou Gehrig, number to 5, 3 out of 5. Well, then now it's not focusing through the mag. There you go, 3 out of 5. Beautiful hit. Alright, that's going to do it, guys. It was a great break. A lot of good stuff. You got this Trout. That black thing is, I don't know what it is, but it's numbered to 10. That's going to go for some big money. And so is that Gehrig, you know, if they don't decide to keep it. Some of us do it for the money. Some of us do it for collecting because we love it. Some of us do it for both, you know. I do it for both. You know, I sold a lot. Had a lot of fun selling. That is it. Thank you all very much for joining. I will see you on Friday. I have the last of the Donruss here. Let me show you that real quick for the few people left here. Hey, I am a diehard Giants fan, but I love the Raiders logo, so any cool looking teams I'll rock. Alright, this is the last 4 boxes. Here, can we see that? Oh, wow. Can't see it. Look, last 4 boxes of Donruss. This case has been fire. We pulled out 3 patch cards already, and the last case we didn't even pull 1 out. A lot of big autos, patches. It's been every single break. You know, we've had 3 breaks of it so far from this case, and they've been all sick. So I'm assuming these last 4 boxes are going to have something nice. I really, really do. You know, hopefully, no guarantees, of course, but this is out of stock, so it's going to be the last I have for a while until they could get it in. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to post. Right now, the Donruss is up. So if you go to my eBay at nicksnackscasebreaks.com, or you know how to find it, you'll see this up already. And then Saturday I'm going to put 2 Diamond Kings breaks, and then Sunday I'm going to put 2 Diamond Kings. So that'll bang out 1 master case, 4 breaks. Then I still have another case after that, and I'll be ordering very soon too. So I'll get some more stuff. I'll get more Diamond Kings if there is. And I'm going to see what else is in stock. So sometimes it's hard, you know. Baseball season just started, so they don't have a bunch of stuff already in there. You know, once all the sets are coming out, you know, they're going to have a lot more inventory. So right now I'll just get what I can get. There's some basketball I was looking at too. If there's not too much baseball, you know, I'm definitely going to maybe get some certified or something. Switch it up a little bit, but I'm always going to try to keep some baseball in stock. But I do want to do football, basketball. You know, I don't know about hockey. You know, I do. I'm an Islander fan, but I'm not too into the hockey cards. Don't know too much about the players. And that's it. Thank you, Preston. I appreciate that. But that's it. Good night, you all. If you need anything, you know how to reach me. Thank you. It's been an awesome break. Having a lot of fun, believe me. Peace out, guys. Thank you.